first drive will start at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Look from a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone. From the 27, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Cousins. And right away, he lost the football. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year in 2019, and that's Ryan Tannehill. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They were right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Receiver down, that allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be... Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first down, it's Tannehill. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. The Lions at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him.
3-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Cook now off the read option, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On third down, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Lions take over first down at their own 31-yard line. Let's go. Get him going, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
There you go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook to the 43, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked.
And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings now heading onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Taking it about the 1. So out now come the Lions. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill and connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 15 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tannehill. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing again is Tannehill. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also... It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
Again, Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. First down, here's Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Once again, it's Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run right here with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Well, he certainly
has to be choreographed, but how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Cook now off the read option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Tannehill on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. Pierce has it knocked loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On second down, Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And what a play by Andrew Booth. Got to him quickly, kept him from even getting back to the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Tannehill. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 24. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 29, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be complete to Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Tannehill. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because 2 instead of 0. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just